Mr. T here. We're looking at 6E. This is James Monroe's presidency in relation to the Monroe Doctrine. So, James Monroe is elected as the fifth president of the United States in 1816 and wins pretty easily. He was actually James Madison's Secretary of State, and James Monroe's presidency is actually marked by this period in U.S. history known as the Era of Good Feelings. And that's because America was prospering economically, doing well financially, and there was political unity with the Democratic Republicans. That's because the old political rivalry between the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans had essentially disappeared after the War of 1812. So James Monroe actually comes up with a key American foreign policy known as the Monroe Doctrine. It's actually followed for years and years, even after Monroe leaves office. And what made this key American foreign policy was that the Monroe Doctrine said, broadly speaking, that uh, America will prevent Europe from messing around and meddling in North or South America, and America will stay out of any European conflicts, any dealings in Europe. So broadly speaking, American foreign policy of the Monroe Doctrine said, Europe, you stay on your side, and America will stay on our side. So James Monroe was warning these European nations because a group of European nations was saying, hey, let's go take some colonies of these American nations that had just recently gained independence. And so Monroe warned these European nations and said, no, if you interfere over here, America will prevent you from coming over here. And so James Monroe was taking a stance with foreign policy, how to respond and interact with other foreign nations, that America doesn't want any European nations on the Western Hemisphere messing around with any of these countries. Uh, but America will not mess around and meddle with any European conflicts, European dealings.